Joe Biden raising eyebrows on a campaign trail after telling a man to vote for somebody else and pointing to his own age as a reason his VP must be ready to be president. Listen.
You say you're against pipelines, but then you want to replace these gas lines. That's not going to work. We got to stop building and replacing pipelines.
You got to go vote for somebody else.
All right, thanks so much, sir. We're going to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to vote you in the general if you treat me right.
I know.
Whomever I pick is two things. One is capable of immediately being president because I'm an old guy, okay? No, but I'm serious. Look, thank God, I'm in great health. I work out. No, I'm serious. I work out every morning. I'm in good shape, knock on wood, as my mother would say. And thank God I'm in good health.
Robert, is this a winning strategy?
I think it is. I
Really?
think that this is the Joe's no malarkey tour through Iowa. And listen, he's a genuine guy. He's likable. I think he needs every vote, so I wish he had a mulligan and asked for that one back. But, you know, that was a guy going for Bernie or Steyer, true, you know, who's for the Green New Deal. Yeah. And so my view is Joe has to be who Joe is. He has to look authentic. He has to he's not good at faking it, and he never has been. You and I were chatting a little bit. It's like when McCain, you know.
The Straight Talk Express.
Straight Talk Express. Listen, I think based on what's going on in this polarizing environment, I think Joe being Joe's a good
Steve,
thing.
when you were running for president, you were a straight talker. What do you think about what Biden's doing now?
Be nice.
He hasn't endorsed the flat tax, so I'm not there yet. But Biden's in trouble. Bernie is now winning the socialist primary against Elizabeth Warren, and this is going to open it up, could provide an opening for Bloomberg. Biden hasn't really hit his stride yet. He's held up in the polls, but he could lose Iowa. He's not as well organized. And so he's got to come up with themes, or he's going to be shoved aside.
Well, I just don't think he looks sharp. Forgive me. I think his age is much more of an issue than it is for Bernie Sanders, who always looks very combative and angry, but he's very energized. Biden is sort of bumbling along. And by the way, he never got to number 2. He wanted, you know, it was first reason he wanted to have someone who's younger or whatever. What was the second reason he wanted? I think that's Biden's problem in a nutshell. I just don't think he's very sharp. And voters are not going to like that in the end of the
Liz,
day.
he's trying, though, to show some things at times, right? You know, remember he challenged one of the voters, I think, to do some push-ups. He talked even in that little clip about, well, I'm getting up and working out every morning.
Yeah.
I mean, he tries to kind of hang, if you will. And so I agree, though, it's a sign of some weakness. But I think the notion of talking about a running mate as a way to kind of save his presidency effort here is tough, because when you think back to even, you know, running mates we've had in the past, all bad running mates have done is really killed a ticket. It hasn't exactly helped, I don't think, somebody become president. So to rely on that seems kind of weak to me as well, because it should be about Joe and Joe only.
That's right. And announcing that you may only serve one term, he should make that a big national speech, that he wants to heal the nation. He'll only serve one term. Don't throw it out as a one-liner in an Iowa caucus meeting. Silly. And that shows why his campaign's in trouble. They say Trump doesn't have discipline. Joe Biden makes Trump look like high oppression.
Well, let me be clear here. As the Dem on here, totally disagree. I'll take gaffes over 16,000 lies all day. So let's just start. That being decent, bringing the country back together. He talks about unity. He talks about crossing the aisle. I would think that we would actually applaud that, because we're in such a polarizing environment. Let me just finish.
What unity?
When say he's in trouble, that's just not accurate, because right now he's tied in Iowa on today's poll, and actually he's leading in the national polls. And versus the president, he actually outperforms the president in almost every swing state.
What happens if he loses Iowa and New Hampshire? Some people are suggesting that's possible.
You know, I would have changed the narrative a little, and I'm not here to, like, endorse or tout, but I think Iowa's not actually in his bailiwick, but I think he'll outperform. I think New Hampshire, listen, Bernie beat Hillary by, I don't know, 25 to 50 points, and that's where Bernie and Elizabeth kind of saddle up to. I think he'll outperform in both. I think actually he could win Iowa. And then you get into Nevada and South Carolina, which is where he's strong.
The meat is, yeah.
And so I think it's to be determined. We would all be wrong if we were.
By the way, we should remember that Bill Clinton in 1992 lost Iowa. He only got 3% in Iowa. So you can win Iowa.
Obama lost New Hampshire.
Okay. Well, the State Department